Hi, this is Greg Johnson, the CEO of Invoca, and we're here in the Countdown to Invoca Summit to talk to some of our innovative customers that have been selected as finalists for this year's Invoca Summit Award. So today I'm excited to be joined by Alex Balasis, who is from the National Program Marketing Team at Renewal by Andersen. Alex, congratulations on being selected as a finalist and look forward to speaking with you today.
Yeah, thank you very much, Greg. Good to meet you.
All right, good to meet you too. So as a homeowner, I'm very familiar with the impact that the windows and the doors in my house have on my quality of life. But for the broader audience, do you mind sharing a little bit more about Renewal by Andersen and the types of customers that you all serve?
Yeah, so Renewal by Andersen is a full service replacement window company. So we are business to consumer. The way that we run is we offer windows to our individual affiliate markets, and from there, those affiliates will pass those windows on in the form of a new replacement window to our customers. So we are primarily a signature service company. We want to make sure that our customers are very happy with the windows that they have from the first point of contact all the way down to the follow-up appointment after their windows are installed.
Okay, great. And then in terms of how you go to market, how you all approach the market and how you sell and service your customers may be a little bit unique relative to other companies. Can you share a little bit of perspective on the go-to-market strategy with Renewal by Andersen and actually how these windows and doors actually get purchased and serviced in terms of the ultimate end customer?
Yeah, so go-to-market right now, we are an affiliate-run company. So the way that we run with our affiliates is we provide our affiliates with all the services that they need for Windows. We have territory across the nation, and we have 90 different affiliate markets that purchase Windows from our corporate entity, which is Andersen Windows, and then the affiliates pass those Windows off to all of the customers that are participating in the programs. What we do on the national program side of things for marketing is we will run campaigns. We typically run many tests, and we run campaigns that pass leads off to the affiliates, and then we monetize those campaigns to make sure that we're not losing money on the corporate side. And in doing so, we want to make sure that all of our campaigns are very successful, which is where Invoca comes in. It's important for us to be able to analyze all of that information and all of our call records.
Now, you had mentioned to me a little bit more about how Renewal by Andersen uses technology to onboard new partners in your network and to really understand how they're ramping, how they're performing. Can you explain a little bit about how Invoca technology fits into that practice as you think about adding net new partners to your distribution model?
Yeah, so right now what we're doing is we're making sure that call objection analysis is always running. So because of the funnel downstream and the way that a lead will come in and then eventually convert to a sale, generally those leads can take multiple weeks or more to fully sell and move all the way down funnel. The issue with that is that it's giving us some lag time in terms of what we're able to do in terms of being able to analyze a specific lead that comes through. We're not able to make determinations on a program as quickly as how we might like to be able to make a determination. So what we're able to do is with our call objection analysis, we can glean information much faster and make sure that we're gathering the correct information on a faster basis. And that allows us to be able to save quite a bit of money.
Got it. And so if I translate this into a world for people who don't have these affiliates, it's almost like you're bringing more sales capacity into different parts of your business, and it gives you a way to assess how that sales capacity is performing and how you want to leverage on a go-forward basis. And ideally, you want to do that as early as possible. Is that an accurate way to think about it?
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. So sales capacity is important. When we push leads over to our affiliates, the way that we analyze those leads is by making sure that the lead quality is of high level. When we pay for leads from a vendor perspective, we're paying for leads at maybe $100 per lead, or we're paying for lead volume on a cost per million or cost per thousand basis. through our mass media vendors. And these are prepaid buys. And then when we monetize that information to our affiliates, they're paying us on a cost per call basis or a cost of marketing, which is revenue sharing. So in many cases, we're taking a lot of that risk. And what we're able to do is, instead of relying on information to move all the way down funnel, we can glean actionable items based on objections around cost or objections around renters, where, if a renter were to call in, we wouldn't like that information. We can't service renters. So we're able to let the vendor know to retarget that demographic in a better way. That saves us money in terms of the actions that we can take in a much faster basis.
Perfect. And as you mentioned, Renewal by Andersen has some technology that you use to share data with these affiliates and help them help themselves in a way. How does Invoca data and technology fit into the way that you all interact with your affiliates?
Yeah, so we were able to set up a couple of API connections, and those API connections feed into our Click SaaS software as a service. So we have a reporting tool that allows affiliates to be able to look at call transcription en masse. They can go into that reporting tool, or they will be able to go into that reporting tool and run call transcription analysis to determine, disposition notes, determine whether or not a caller sentiment is positive versus negative. Is that more prevalent in one campaign versus another? Does one specific affiliate market's call disposition analysis tend to be more negative than another one? So that will allow them to be more competitive with each other, but then also it'll allow our marketing vendors to be more competitive too.
One other thing you mentioned is that applicable to every marketer today, which is people and business leaders being worried about the economy and businesses trying to figure out, where can I get maximum ROI on my marketing and advertising spend? And more so than other groups, you all are doing some work around that and really trying to understand where you're spending dollars at the top of the funnel in marketing, and how do you deliver on the right customer expectation all the way through the experience, all the way to, was this customer happy or not when they had this window or door installed in their house? Can you explain a little bit more around how Invoca fits into that process and how you're trying to ensure that the customers that you're marketing to are ultimately happy in terms of the product and the service that they ultimately get?
Yeah, so I mentioned this, or alluded to this earlier in the call, but being a customer service company is very high priority for us. And in this way, making sure that we apply net promoter scores to every one of our leads is of the utmost importance. So we have this thing called a post-appointment survey that goes out to all of our leads that do get an issued appointment, where the sales rep moves and goes out to the individual's home and has a discussion around windows, and will pitch the price to them. And that a post-appointment survey allows us to glean a lot of information, including how satisfied that individual was with our services, not just our product, but also with the sales rep's performance and all of the higher funnel information, including like the marketing contact. We want to make sure that our marketing isn't solicitous, and we want to make sure that information that we send out to our individuals is reputable, and it's important for us to make sure that any high funnel marketing is going to have a good impact further down the funnel on our net promoter score. So right now we're working on correlation analysis, and we are actually setting up some net promoter score signals that allow us to be able to find correlations between the marketing campaigns that we're running high funnel with marketing campaigns that are applying to our net promoter score post-appointment survey.
Yeah, that's super interesting. I think you're one of the few customers that we have that's really focused on that. And so I'm interested to see how it pans out over time. We have a lot of customers that are thinking about what customers are acquiring, what revenue do they drive, what is their lifetime value, but that's more quantitative, more around financial metrics, cost of acquisition, long-term value. What I think is really interesting is that focus on net promoter score, customer experience measures. You all are focused qualitatively on, are we delivering the right experience to the end customer? And that to me is really unique and really interesting. Well, Alex, thank you again. That was super interesting conversation to hear the ways that you're using all this different technology. So wish you best of luck in the next couple of weeks as we announce the final award winners at Invoca Summit. And for those of you who have not yet registered, you can do that. Invoca Summit coming up on October 4th, and you can register at invoca.com/summit. And we look forward to seeing you there. Alex, thanks again, and appreciate everybody joining us today.